Hey everybody, this is the Daily Moogle, and welcome back to Aveyond, Lord of Twilight. And we're loading up this video in the casino, because before we actually exit the underworld, because if you remember in the last video, we finally got the password, which should allow us to enter the area where the portal is, to get to the overworld, yada yada yada. Before we do all that, there's a couple of little side quests that we actually want to do before we leave. One of them is here. We're going to talk to this guy with the blue hair. His name is ghed'ahre, apparently. Confounded, I've lost my soul. Poor man, how did this happen? I bet it for some wooden fangs and lost. Well, yeah, what are you doing betting your soul on wooden fangs? What are you talking about? Who is your soul now? Gabriel, the tavern owner, took it. He refuses to give it back. I'll be stuck here for eternity. So a soul is something that, like, you can just take and somebody has it now? Like it's tangible or something? Maybe not tangible in the traditional sense of the word, I don't know. So anyway, yeah, we're supposed to talk to the bartender owner, which is this guy here. I am Gabriel, owner of this fine establishment. We would like to buy back ghed'ahre's soul. How much do you want for it? Sorry, his soul is not for sale.
We sell your soul for a couple of bucks.
I bet my soul he wouldn't.
If you had to choose between SpongeBob and all the money I have in my pocket, which would you take?
That depends. How much money are we talking about?
Mr. Krabs!
62 cents.
I'll take the money.
Mr. Krabs!
Okay, this dialogue here reminded me of that cutscene from SpongeBob there, so sorry about that. I had to put that in there. I just could not help it. So bear with me. Anyway, why not? I'm gathering them for the Lord of Twilight. Ghed'ahre is behind this? Very well, you may keep the fool soul. So Galahad disagrees, and he's like, well, we gotta do something to get it back. Why? The fool deserved to lose it. A man's soul should not belong to no one but himself. I shall find a way to return it to him with or without your help. These two have a weird frickin' relationship. But we knew that already. Okay, so the next step is we need to speak to Bartholomew, who is the purple-haired dude over here. You there, we need you to do us a favor. Pretend that you've won the jackpot. What's in it for me? I'll be kicked out if I do. What's your price? Pay me 40 gold coins and I'll do it. And, oh geez, I didn't know we were gonna have a choice here. I guess we gotta give it to him. So we pass over 40 gold coins, which really isn't a big deal. We accumulated quite a bit by killing some of the enemies in the forest. The worm forest. Look at him jumping up and down. I'd probably be that happy if I won the jackpot. And so yeah, now that he's occupied, we can go behind the counter and talk to the little crystal ball thing here. And the game is pausing up here, but something's supposed to happen. Any second now. There it goes. We obtained the soul. And we're just going to run back here and give it right back to him. We've rescued your soul, good man. I'm finally free. Please take this for your help. And we get a lucky charm from him. Very nice. And then he just kind of stays here anyway. You'd think he'd be, like, rushing out the door at this point. But hey, what do I know? Alright, guys, so the second side quest that we want to do before we go is actually back in the inn. And more specifically, we're going to visit Herb in his little coffin shop above the inn. And you can only do this after you've bought the designer coffin for Vivian, which we did in order to get the password. So if you talk to this guy again, he asks if we want to join his mailing list. And if we say yes, we'll get the latest designer coffin fashion news. Except, I guess the game doesn't tell you, but the address that we give to him is actually Mel's address for her apartment in Thias. So from now on, Mel is supposedly going to get a bunch of funny junk mail that we'll be able to read later on. So I don't know if there's any actual point to that other than just a little bit of comic relief, but I'm always up for comic relief. And yeah, I'm backtracking here because I do want to actually rest. But let me go ahead and just trek through the forest again, and I'll meet you guys back at that skeleton dude who's guarding the portal. And I'll be right back. Alright, here we are, back at the portal. And, oh crap, we actually have to put in the password, huh? Well, good thing I remember. It's slime. And, yeah, there is a handful of random passwords that it could be, depending on your save file. So if you started a new game, you might not actually have the same password. And if you're playing through the game, you might not have the same password that I do. So there you go, we got it right, though. So he just evaporates into nothingness, which is totally normal. And at this point, we flip back to the story of Mel, the thief. Humph, it looks like I'm not needed here anymore. Edward is so worried about his new friend. Good for her, I'm going home. So let's do exactly that. We're going to go back to her apartment. In fact, I'll just speed this part up. Oh, Jesus. Maybe I won't speed it up. Oh, crap. Oh, that's right. We got holy water. I totally forgot. Quick thinking. And they just turn to ash. Nice. That's what you get. Back to the diary here for a moment. I looked at the fallen vampires around me. Ghed'ahre had found me. I had no other options. I had to leave town as quickly as possible. I decided to go home first and gather my belongings. Alright. You decide to go home, lock the door, and stay inside for the rest of the night. Tomorrow morning, you will leave for the city for good. Excuse me, you will leave the city for good. You aren't sure where you will go, but that doesn't matter. Staying alive does. Yeah, I guess that would be kind of the most important thing. Not dying is much better than the opposite of that, which is dying. And here we are back at her apartment. Do we have any junk mail already, or no? I guess not. We'll have to wait. Oh, look, here they are. They're actually waiting for us already. Nice. So the two stories that we've been bouncing back and forth between have now come together. I have to leave town. Ghed'ahre has found me. I killed a bunch of his vampire thugs on my way home. You'll stay in your home until dawn. The night is dangerous. Okay, so if you found out why Ghed'ahre is looking for me, he has what he wants. Why am I important? It appears, my lamb, that you are the only one who can activate my dear brother's orb, or so he thinks. I'm not a mage, you know. We all know that, Truffle. What? But what I don't know is why my brother still thinks he can use you. What is this orb? Why is it so important to Ghed'ahre? With the Orb of Darkness, Ghed'ahre can plunge the overworld into darkness and enslave humanity. And I am the key because I'm a descendant of Mordred Darkthrop. Why not just kill me? Perhaps I should kill you. It might be better than the alternative. Really? Is she serious? That's the easy option? I would prefer not to die. Anyway, what good would killing me do? How do you know that Ghed'ahre won't find another descendant? Good point. So, now that I know I'm not going to die at your teeth, what's next? Tonight we discovered that another orb exists, the Orb of Light, and that is located in a place called Nalith. You must go to Nalith and find the Orb of Light. Retrieve the orb and bring it to me. We must use it against my brother. Where will you be? We'll be at Darkthrop Keep in Harburg, which we have been before. That's where we stole the Orb of Darkness. We must figure out how to activate the orbs before Ghed'ahre does. Nalith, where's that? Okay, so it's the northeast. Northeast, okay, near the Dwarven Mines. Oh, and we got a world map. How lovely. Maps are helpful. If you find sunscreen, bring it to us. Alright. Why don't you just go buy some yourself? Whatever. Maybe that's important later on. Someone's knocking on the door. I wouldn't answer the door. Wouldn't it be wise to not open the front door when we're supposed to be staying inside and safe? Oh, no, it's the girl we found. Stella! Oh, she saw what we did to the vampires. It's pretty impressive, isn't it? Yeah, so what do you need? You want to come with me? Oh, you were eavesdropping. She thinks the vampires are after her, too. The day before you found me, I remember running from vampires. I thought they meant to kill me, but I tripped and fell. I fell for so long. I thought I was going to die, but then your friend woke up and I was here. So you were the object we saw falling out of the sky. What? There was a gust of wind that slowed my fall before I hit the ground. Okay, regardless of the impact of hitting the ground, how did you survive falling through the atmosphere? I don't know. Is she going to end up being the mage? That's just a guess. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Maybe you're also a descendant, and maybe you're a mage. I would kill us both. But what good would it do? There are probably hundreds of Darkthrob's descendants out there. If we die, the vampires will eventually find others to use. Yeah, I guess you can come. Why not? The more the merrier. Hopefully you're useful in battle. As the player of this game, that's really the main thing I care about, I guess. What's in it for me, basically. Because Mel doesn't know any skills. All she can do is attack. Anyway, that was a quick night. I should get some traveling supplies before I meet Stella outside the entrance of the city. Alright, so now that it's not nighttime anymore, I guess it's safe to venture outside. And I guess we still don't have any junk mail. Bummer. Okay, well, yeah, we're going to want to make some preparations before we leave town, since it certainly seems like we're not coming back anytime soon. And, in fact, let me go ahead and save the game here. And what I'm probably going to do is just cut the video right here, guys. This one's probably a little bit shorter than my recent ones, but I don't know, now's as good a spot as ever to go ahead and cut it off. So we'll make our preparations in the next video and head out of town and see what's next. Thanks for watching. This is the Daily Moogle. Bye-bye.